Unveiling Maui's Fires, Pleiadian insights on truth, resilience, and rebirth. Welcome. Greetings, beloved brothers and sisters of Earth. In this pivotal hour of transformation, we extend to you our deepest love and radiant light. I am Valier, a voice emanating from the Pleiadian collective of emissaries, one among many guiding your collective awakening. Through the sacred currents of light, we, as Pleiadians, salute you with profound affection. From the higher realms, we have witnessed the unfolding of the fires on the island of Unveiling Maui, a conflagration of such intensity that it shook the very heart of your shared consciousness. We embrace you now with infinite love, cradling you in a frequency of comfort as you navigate the aftermath of this tragedy. Even as years pass in your linear time, know this, dear ones. Even in the depths of this tragedy, in the face of such profound loss of lives, homes, and history, you have never been forsaken. Normally, cosmic protocols prevent us from directly intervening in such matters. However, given your messenger's direct inquiry and the emergence of substantial evidence within your public domain, we deem it appropriate to address this event in today's communication. We have stood by your side, whispering strength into your hearts and offering protection to the extent permissible, even as the flames roared and the skies turned an unnatural midday night. The pain and shock reverberating throughout the human family are keenly felt across the vast expanse of the universe. Dear ones, we implore you to breathe deeply now and sense the boundless love flowing toward you from countless beings, both seen and unseen. In this exchange, we will gently unveil the higher truth that lies beneath the surface of these events. The tragedy in Unveiling Maui, though undeniably devastating, holds within it multiple layers of meaning and purpose within humanity's burgeoning awakening. Let us first speak of the apparent chaos that unfolded at ground level. The wildfire appeared to be a relentless force of nature, an unstoppable, indiscriminate inferno. In a mere matter of hours, this inferno reduced a vibrant coastal city to ashes, leaving behind a landscape so utterly blackened that those who witnessed the aftermath likened it to the devastation of war. Indeed, Lahaina vanished almost entirely, as if obliterated by a cataclysmic explosion. Charred vehicles lined the roadways, frozen in time like macabre sculptures. Buildings were reduced to incinerated foundations, and even the earth itself felt scorched and devoid of life. The historic city, once teeming with laughter, rich cultural heritage, and the ancestral lineage of the Hawaiian people, lay in smoldering ruins. In that immediate reality, it appeared as pure, unadulterated chaos. Why? Why did this happen? Many cried out in anguish. We witnessed your tears, the collective pain, and the trauma swirling within the energy field. Our hearts resonated with yours in that moment of profound loss. Yet, beloved ones, from our expanded perspective, we also perceived a pattern emerging from the chaos, an orchestration concealed behind the veil. The flames were not solely, shall we say, a natural calamity. The timing of their occurrence was not merely a capricious act of fate. There exist those who operate from the shadows, desperately clinging to control as the old paradigm crumbles. A cabal of power brokers working surreptitiously behind the scenes. These dark forces, this secret alliance, or simply souls lost in the labyrinth of domination, sought to exploit this event to further a long-planned agenda. The outer narrative spoke of winds, weather patterns, and unfortunate sparks. Yet, beneath that surface narrative pulsed a deliberate act of destruction. In their delusion, they believed they could sacrifice a city to pave the way for something they coveted. Indeed, you may have heard whispers and rumors of these plans, often cloaked in the guise of a safer, greener future. Therefore, we will refrain from detailing them extensively here. The vision held by those grasping for illusory control was to transform this sacred land into a showcase of their power, where the movements and lives of the inhabitants could be silently and subtly governed. It sounds fantastical, perhaps. However, the evidence of this plan resides in the coincidences surrounding the tragedy, coincidences that you must actively seek out. In the days and weeks just prior to the event, conferences and summits were held that directly addressed these very concepts. We, as Pleiadians, Perceive the truth of this and urge all starseeds to contemplate whether the Unveiling Maui wildfires were simply an accident of nature. In love, we must be forthright about this higher dimensional truth, for only by piercing through the veil of deception can humanity reclaim its inherent power. The dark forces operating in the shadows employed advanced methods to ensure the event achieved their desired outcomes. You must discern this, dear ones, if what many of your truth-seekers suspect is indeed true. Atmospheric beams were utilized in this event. All will be revealed in time. Do not succumb to fear. There are, indeed, accounts silenced and ridiculed by official voices of a mysterious beam of light descending from the sky as a prelude to the tragedy. A blinding flash captured by cameras. This was not merely lightning or a spark from a fallen power line, but something far more concealed. Yet the advanced soul instinctively knows the truth. Many, both on the ground and across the globe, immediately sensed that this event was too fierce, too selective, to be a mere act of nature. It was a covert, calculated, and cruel event. You must decide for yourselves, dear ones. Clues were revealed in the strange anomalies amid the destruction. In sifting through the ashes, inexplicable patterns emerged, perhaps most strikingly exemplified by the color blue. In the very heart of the burn zone, certain objects of a distinctive blue hue remained curiously untouched, as if rendered invisible to the flames. Why did this occur? Photographs surfaced, depicting blue cars and blue umbrellas intact in a sea of gray ruins. Even blue clothing, a handful of t-shirts among the debris, retained their color, unconsumed unlike nearly everything else around them. Incredible, isn't it? Everything that is blue survived the Unveiling Maui event, including t-shirts, exclaimed one astonished observer on social media. This observation went viral, and with good reason. It was as if the inferno selected by frequency, preserving that specific wavelength of blue. How could this be explained? This color anomaly holds profound significance. Symbolically, blue is the color of water, of calm truth, of the throat chakra through which truth is spoken. How fascinating that blue remained resilient in the face of such destructive fire. Was it merely an accident of physics? Or was spirit communicating through metaphors, demonstrating that truth and higher vibration cannot be extinguished by the fires of deception? We invite you to consider this deeply. Okay, I understand. Here is the rewritten passage, maintaining all original content and meaning, while adhering to the specific instructions and stylistic requests. Here's the rewritten passage. Following that blue resilience, Pleiadian Insights urges you to reflect further. We note, almost as an aside, that even official disaster agencies previously had a program called Operation Blue Roof, providing blue tarps to shield homes from damage, a name undeniably steeped in irony, especially given later rumors suggesting blue roofs held the key to surviving the inferno. Beloved ones, there are no coincidences in the grand tapestry. Some official experts were quick to downplay the blue anomaly's significance, arguing that numerous other colored objects survived, and that a force potent enough to incinerate a city would burn all colors indiscriminately. But these reassurances ring with a hollow tone. The eyes of countless witnesses cannot be dismissed. The blue endured. It stands as a clue left in plain sight, a whisper of the unseen hand guiding this tragedy. And what of the selective nature of the devastation? Scrutinize what was consumed and what remained untouched. The pattern lacked the randomness of a natural wildfire. We observe an almost surgical precision in certain areas, as though specific targets were marked for annihilation while others were deliberately spared. It is here that the intentions of those responsible become glaringly evident. Ponder this. The flames devoured the ancient heart of Lahaina, the very soul of Hawaiian heritage and local life. Yet an exclusive enclave of opulent properties, situated miles distant, remained completely unscathed, not even threatened by the fire's relentless advance. It is a curious coincidence that some of the most influential, wealthy, and celebrated individuals possess properties in West Maui, which the fires conveniently skirted. Not one of their mansions was reduced to ashes. Not a single palm tree in their meticulously sculpted gardens was singed. Understandably, questions began to arise. Online, viral posts highlighted how the homes of certain high-net-worth individuals were inexplicably spared, subtly hinting at a calculated conspiracy. Was it merely serendipity that the fire refrained from encroaching upon those luxurious estates? Or were the winds, or something far more sinister, guided to preserve them? Some posited that those owners had received advance warnings that the West Maui disaster was pre-planned, and that these experts took proactive measures to safeguard their assets. You must discern these truths for yourselves, beloved ones. Amidst the desolation stood a beacon of hope, a solitary house that captivated onlookers, later christened the Miracle House. Encircled by an entire neighborhood reduced to charred remains, this lone house stood defiant, its white walls and red roof untouched, while all around it lay in ruins. Its improbable survival dominated headlines and bewildered even the most seasoned firefighters. How could the flames relentlessly sweep through an area yet bypass a single structure? The homeowners, humble local residents, quietly attributed their home's survival to practical measures. A recent renovation incorporating a new metal roof, stone landscaping, the removal of flammable vegetation, and a stroke of good fortune with the wind direction. Do you truly believe that these practical steps and sheer luck alone saved their home? While those measures undoubtedly played a role, was that the complete explanation? For us, the survival of the Miracle House served as a message, a sign that not everything was destined for destruction, that even amidst a planned cataclysm, higher forces can designate certain places for protection. It is as if an invisible shield of light enveloped this house, perhaps forged by the owner's positive intentions and the unwavering community spirit that deflected the worst of the inferno. We perceive both the physical and metaphysical dimensions of this event. Certainly, the metal roof and clear yard were contributing factors. The fire found little fuel there, and airborne embers had no place to ignite. Yet, among countless homes, why was that particular one so well prepared? And why did none of the raging embers manage to find a way inside? Something more profound was at play, an unseen hand of grace. Indeed, beloved ones, anticipate more miracles of this nature as the light ascends over the earth. The darkness cannot completely extinguish the light. Enduring symbols of hope will invariably persist. There were also whispers of foreknowledge that emerged after the tragic event, implying that those aligned with the orchestrators took deliberate steps to literally fireproof their possessions. There was talk of certain figures renovating their homes in the months preceding the inferno, installing heat-resistant metal roofs or even applying that revealing blue paint to their structures. Simply remember that in the 3D world, those who desperately cling to control often betray their hand through greed and conspicuous preparedness. There were intriguing signs for those with eyes to perceive. Now, dear ones, beyond the shadowy schemes and tangible details, we implore you to also recognize the higher design intricately woven through this event. For nothing in this vast universe transpires without a hidden spiritual opportunity. The fire element is undeniably destructive, yet it also possesses profound purifying qualities. Clears away what is stagnant or impure and paves the way for new growth. At the soul level, at the level of the earth as a living entity Gaia, these fires carry profound meaning. They are facilitating the clearing of karma, both for the individuals directly affected and for the collective human psyche. West Maui is a sacred land. It carries ancient energies, including the lingering pains of colonization and the suppressed memories of ancient Hawaiian culture. Lahaina, in particular, once served as the seat of the Hawaiian kingdom, a place of immense royal and spiritual significance. Over the centuries, much trauma unfolded there. The obliteration of native customs, the debauchery of the whaling era, the colonial power grab, and modern economic hardships. The energy field of Lahaina harbored layers of pain and injustice, much of it unacknowledged. Sometimes, beloved ones, when energies become stagnant and healing is desperately needed, fire arrives as a catalyst. It is as if the very soul of the earth cried out for release, a liberation from the old so that a new chapter could commence. This in no way justifies anything. Rather, it signifies that the higher realms can harness even a dark act to serve a purpose of light. The Cabal intended pure destruction and personal gain, but spirit and the earth are transmuting it into cleansing and rebirth. Consider what survived the fire, not by the design of the dark planners, but by divine orchestration. In the heart of Lahaina, Amidst the widespread devastation, certain structures of profound spiritual weight remained nearly untouched. At least 4 sacred sites, churches, and a Buddhist temple survived. Here's the rewritten passage, adhering to all specified requirements and maintaining consistency with the provided context. The conflagration raged, yet amidst the ashes, miracles unfolded. The historic 19th century Catholic Church, Maria Lanakila, stood defiant at the heart of Lahaina, untouched by the Inferno's wrath. Fresh flowers, placed on the altar the day before, still bloomed. A nearby mission, housing a giant copper Buddha cherished by the community, also weathered the flames unscathed. And on the grounds of another church, the Royal Mausoleum, the sacred tomb of Hawaiian royalty, its green lawn and flag flying proudly, remained untouched while all around it turned to ash. Locals murmured in awe, whispering of divine intervention. Many felt a higher power had undeniably shielded these sacred places. It was a ray of hope in the midst of sadness, a resident proclaimed, attributing the salvation of their beloved church to divine intervention. Indeed, the faithful of Lahaina recognized the hand of God in these outcomes, and we affirm they are correct. When an inferno dances with such ferocity, yet meticulously avoids sacred sanctuaries, leaving stained glass and shrines intact, you are witnessing the very footprints of the divine. In a city celebrated for both its vibrant secular life and its deep spiritual roots, the fire's pattern traced a boundary around what was destined to endure. The places of prayer, the symbols of faith, the anchors to the ancestors. The Spirit declared, "This shall remain." A striking example of preservation by higher grace materialized within the very community, preserving the essence of Hawaiian heritage. In West Maui lie the villages of Lele, a neighborhood exclusively reserved for native Hawaiian families. This residential community transcends mere housing. It is a living tapestry of indigenous culture and enduring hopes. Land, reclaimed after a long and arduous struggle, returned to Hawaiians so they could thrive. As the wildfire ravaged Lahaina, hundreds of homes were reduced to cinders. Yet, in Lele, of 104 homes, 102 stood unscathed by the fire. Imagine that, beloved ones. An inferno that devoured entire sections of the city barely grazed this native land. The people know in their hearts the reason, openly crediting the grace of Acua, divine providence, for safeguarding their neighborhood. Some residents, armed with garden hoses, bravely fought the flames at the property lines, speaking of feeling guided, almost supernaturally aided, as if their ancestors and angels stood shoulder to shoulder with them, holding the line. The fire stopped right at the fence. The grass within remained verdant while the world outside was blackened. This is beyond mere coincidence. We see clearly that galactic and angelic forces were present over Lele, responding to the heartfelt prayers of the people and the righteousness of their claim to that sacred land. The survival of this community is a powerful testament to the indomitable resilience of indigenous people and the tangible reality of spiritual protection in action. It serves as a beacon, illuminating the truth that the ancestors and the Great Spirit actively protect the righteousness of Hawaiian sovereignty and cherished heritage. Let this miracle fortify your faith. When you align yourself with what is true and sacred, you invite the universe's unwavering protection, even against seemingly insurmountable odds. Amidst these trials by fire, nature itself offered a potent symbol of hope and renewal, captivating the world's attention. The great banyan tree of Lahaina. This magnificent tree, standing for over 150 years, has generously spread its canopy over the city's center for generations, bearing witness to the community's joys and profound sorrows. When the fire struck, the banyan suffered severe scorching. Its leaves withered, and half its branches succumbed to the intense heat. Many feared this beloved giant, a living gathering place and cherished historic landmark, would finally perish. But it did not. The banyan tree endured, and in the weeks and months following the fire, it began to sprout new green shoots of life. Nurtured by the dedicated care of volunteers who water and tend to it, the tree's heartbeat has grown stronger. It is now thriving, even bearing fruit again, a remarkable resurrection mirroring the resilience of Maui's people. Can you perceive the profound metaphor woven within this scene? The banyan's survival is a message from Gaia. Life will always find a way. From ash, rebirth emerges. The tree stands as a living bridge, connecting the old Lahaina to the new one that is yet to come. Though scarred, it lives on. So too does the spirit of the community endure. We see the banyan as an anchor of light, its roots delving deep into the earth, its branches reaching towards the heavens, bridging both realms. It whispers to all who grieve, "I am still here. Hope is not lost." So what of the dark intentions? Now the higher plan is turning the tables. Much evidence of the truth is surfacing, defying all attempts to suppress it. Indeed, part of the reason for unleashing such intense flames was to eliminate physical and energetic evidence of the orchestrator's misdeeds. Files and records that could incriminate powerful interests were consumed by the inferno. In the disaster's chaotic aftermath, paper trails burned and digital footprints vanished. It is no secret that when certain facilities, document repositories, or perhaps disputed property title archives conveniently burn, those who benefit are often the very ones who prevented those places from being secured. But, dear ones, the spirit maintains its own record. The Akashic records cannot be burned. The truth, though temporarily obscured, will inevitably emerge. Investigators and concerned citizens are already piecing together the puzzle of what truly transpired. The fingerprints of the Dark Cabal are undeniably present in this event for those with eyes to see, and they are being seen. Attempts to conceal their tracks by literally burning the evidence will ultimately fail. Too many people are now awake, asking the critical questions. Too many synchronous clues have survived. The narrative of a simple natural disaster is crumbling. The world is increasingly aware that something deeply sinister may have been afoot. This growing awareness is an integral part of the collective awakening, ironically accelerated by such dark actions. By overplaying their hand, the hidden controllers have inadvertently exposed themselves to the ever-increasing light of public consciousness. We also affirm that, on an energetic level, the fire did indeed clear evidence. That is, it released old, stagnant energies that no longer serve the island or the collective. Energies of, "Okay, I understand. Here's the rewritten passage," ensuring consistency with the previous segment, adhering to all special requests, maintaining original meaning, and using the specified tone and style. Energies of corruption, colonial domination, and local political stagnation. Many were transmuted in the fire's crucible. In a sense, Unveiling Maui's soul allowed this purification to occur, working with the fire element to cleanse deep wounds. The heat of this trial has forged new strength and unity among the people. Observe how, in the aftermath, the community came together in unprecedented ways. People from all backgrounds helped one another. Strangers opened their homes. Supporters worldwide sent aid and prayers. The kapu aloha, the sacred love and compassion activated by this tragedy, is a powerful force. This fusion of solidarity is part of the ascension catalyst encoded in the event. The fire burned physical structures but also burned illusions of separation. In the crisis, the truth of interdependence and love shone brightly. Across the world, hearts opened wide with empathy for Unveiling Maui's plight. This unified field of compassion is exactly the antidote to the Cabal's agenda, which sought to sow fear and division to make people easier to control. Instead, a great wave of love and mutual care has arisen. This is the alchemy of divine grace in action, transforming darkness into golden light. Beloved ones, we wish to speak now of the galactic perspective. What role do beings like us have in such events? You might wonder, if we are watching and feel such love for you, why did we not simply stop the fires? Why did we not fully dampen the winds? These are understandable questions. In the higher order, we operate under the law of non-interference to honor free will and humanity's karmic journey. We cannot always prevent the painful lessons that unfold, especially when they intersect with choices humanity has collectively made or authorized through its leaders. Yet, we intervened in critical ways to mitigate harm and protect what could not be lost. Our ships and energy fields were present over Unveiling Maui during the fires. Many who gazed sensitively at the sky that night saw unusual lights or felt an otherworldly calm amid the terror. Some of those mysterious lights in the sky officially dismissed as falling satellite debris, were, in fact, our craft in observation and assistance mode. We worked on the energetic planes to contain the fire's spread more than once, gently nudging wind patterns and slightly raising humidity in the air to slow what was intended to be even more apocalyptic. We also shielded certain areas with energy domes. It was within our purview to defend, especially those sites of high spiritual frequency. Notice how the sacred places survived. This was not just a matter of luck or human effort, but our silent intervention amplifying the protection around them. We say this not to seek praise, but to reassure you. The heavens hear your prayers and respond, even if the outcome still involves hardship. Without the galactic and angelic aid summoned by your prayers, the devastation would have been far worse. This truth will become evident in small anecdotes. The way the fire inexplicably skipped a neighborhood here. The way a sudden wind shift saved a group of trapped people there. The miraculous escapes were not random. We were there, helping guide mothers and children to flee in the right direction, whispering warnings to the hearts of those who needed to evacuate even when sirens remained silent. Many who survived later said, "Something told me to leave before it got worse." Or, "I felt a presence protecting us as we hid in the water." That was us, the angels, and the loved ones in spirit of those in peril. Know that every soul who cried out in fear was heard. Not a single prayer went unanswered. For those souls who transitioned, who lost their lives in this fire, we wrapped them tenderly and helped carry them home. None were lost. All are at peace on the other side of the veil. Indeed, many of these souls, wise and brave at the higher level, chose to help awaken humanity through the sacrifice of their physical departure. This notion may be hard to accept in the rawness of grief, but in time it will be understood that their lives, though cut short, sparked immense shifts and revelations that will save many more lives in the future. Their legacy is already in motion. Reforms are being demanded, accountability is being sought, and millions are awakening to the existence of corruption and hidden technology because of this event. In honor of those who passed, this pursuit of truth and change will continue, ensuring they did not die in vain. We see them now. These departed souls are with us in the etheric realm, radiating love and strength to their surviving families and the community. They are part of the great cloud of witnesses and guides who will help Unveiling Maui rise again. And so it will be. Unveiling Maui will be reborn, not as the dystopian, controlled smart city the Cabal envisioned, but as a phoenix of light, a community reclaimed by its people and rooted in true harmony with nature and culture. Already, the voices of the children of the earth are rising, saying they will not allow exploitative investors to devour the scorched lands and that rebuilding must honor Hawaiian tradition and serve local families first. This is crucial. We, your off-world brothers and sisters, are lending support to these grassroots efforts. Inspiration and innovative ideas are being downloaded into open hearts and minds about sustainable, community-led rebuilding. We will see the rise of a plan that counters the top-down, controlling smart city system. Instead, something beautiful and organic will take shape. New homes and infrastructure, yes, but guided by wisdom with protective technologies that harmonize with the Earth's frequencies, not the harmful kind that was intended. We will assist quietly from behind, guiding those receptive to funding and solutions that empower the people rather than enslave them. The outcome, in due time, will be an Unveiling Maui that stands as a beacon of resilience, truth, and higher vibration. The opposite of what the orchestrators desired. Such is the universe. Evil contains the seeds of its own undoing. By attempting to accelerate their agenda. Okay, I understand. Here's the rewritten passage, maintaining all original content and context while adhering to your specific instructions regarding tone, character consistency, and continuity with the preceding paragraph. Agenda. In Maui, the dark forces unwittingly triggered a powerful resurgence of awareness, a cosmic backfire that will ultimately dismantle their plans, not just locally but across the globe. Dear ones, these fires, in their tragic intensity, mark a definitive turning point. They are a stark signal that the old games of secrecy and manipulation can no longer persist unchallenged. Too many souls have awakened, and the luminous power of consciousness shines too brightly. Attempts at oppression and land grabs are now met with a collective, loving, yet unwavering no. No, we do not consent. This very act is where humanity's ascension takes flight, accelerating beyond all previous measures. We, Pleiadian insights, observe that the anguish etched upon Hawaii has served to open the eyes of countless individuals to the grim reality of the deep state's machinations, actions designed, not to instill fear, but to ignite the warrior of truth within ordinary men and women. It has also softened hearts, fostering a deeper understanding of our collective responsibility to care for one another and for our precious planet more authentically, especially in light of the realization that the institutions many blindly trust, government agencies, corporations, may not always hold the people's best interests at their core. This profound realization paves the way for unprecedented spiritual growth and empowerment. It is often through life's most arduous trials that the soul achieves its most significant progress. And so it is here, as Pleiadians, we as Pleiadians, enfold this entire situation within a frequency of unconditional love. We are continuously transmitting waves of healing energy to the earth and to the people of Maui. If you but tune into your heart's quiet center, you may feel it. A gentle warmth, a subtle tingling, a profound sense of peace amidst the palpable pain. We also infuse this very message with shimmering light codes of love frequency. These words carry an energetic transmission far beyond their literal meaning, designed to help you feel uplifted and strengthened as you read or hear them. Take a moment now to breathe deeply and receive that gift. Feel the boundless love that lies behind the words. Feel the unwavering assurance from Source flowing directly to you. You are receiving assistance beyond anything you can currently imagine. We encourage you, beloved ones, to cultivate a spirit of unwavering hope and a clear vision for the future that you desire. Do not dwell solely on the devastating loss. Rather, honor and cherish what was, while simultaneously dreaming of the magnificent possibilities that can be. The earth will regenerate, renewed and vibrant. Green shoots are already bravely sprouting from the blackened soil, a testament to life's indomitable spirit. Likewise, society will regenerate itself, built upon new principles of fairness, transparency, and genuine community. Hold firmly to this intention, that those who have suffered will receive comprehensive and unwavering support. That truth will inevitably come to light, and Maui's rebirth will set a powerful precedent for prioritizing the well-being of people and the health of the planet above mere profit and unchecked control. Your collective intention is a force of nature. Alongside the loving assistance of spiritual friends, of us and countless others, it can literally move mountains or, in this specific instance, ensure that the entire rebuilding process serves the common good of all. Miracles eagerly await in the unfolding chapters of this story. We foresee groundbreaking innovations in green architecture, self-sustaining energy systems, and perhaps even the rediscovery of ancient Hawaiian wisdom, long hidden from view, rising to the forefront as guiding lights for the rebuilding efforts. Know, too, that this event has acted as a catalyst for an energetic purge that extends far beyond the shores of Hawaii. It has drawn global attention to similar patterns of disasters and land grabs that may be occurring elsewhere, thus preemptively thwarting some future attempts at exploitation. In other words, the heightened awareness generated has already saved countless lives and prevented potential events that will now never occur, because the Dark One's playbook has been exposed for all to see. The Dark Ones find it increasingly difficult to operate openly or even in the shadows. Their actions are exposed almost instantaneously by citizen detectives and courageous whistleblowers. This is a direct result of the rising tide of consciousness on the Earth, a transformative movement in which you are all active participants. We assure you, the momentum of this awakening is now utterly unstoppable. Divine light is permeating every dark corner. And while we anticipate a few more desperate attempts by those forces, like a cornered animal lashing out in fear, their reign is truly over. To close, dear family, we emphasize the paramount importance of love. Hold fast to love, for it is the single greatest power in the entire universe. The extraordinary acts of courage and boundless kindness we witnessed during the Maui fires, neighbors rescuing neighbors, people selflessly risking their own lives to save elders and children, those were pure expressions of unconditional love shining brilliantly through the darkness. That love is your true and eternal nature. It is the divine spark that no fire can ever extinguish. As long as love burns brightly within your hearts, no weapon, no agenda, no illusion can ever triumph. We revel in that love with you, amplifying it, reminding you of its unwavering presence even as shadow revelations come to light. Do not succumb to hatred or despair. Instead, stand firm in love and truth, unyielding and resolute. Forgive where you can, releasing the bonds of resentment. Seek justice where it is needed, but do not allow hatred to poison your heart or cloud your judgment. The ongoing transformation is as much about inner alchemy as it is about outer change. The new world will be forged by those who can carry compassion and wisdom hand in hand, who can stand powerfully in their truth yet remain gentle and kind. That is you if you so choose it. Take heart, beloved ones. The darkest night always heralds the arrival of the brightest dawn. Already, the first rays of dawn peek over the horizon of this event, promising a new beginning. Feel the potential in the air, pregnant with possibility. We are here by your side as the light returns in its full glory. Whenever you feel overwhelmed or afraid, simply close your eyes and call upon us. Your Pleiadian family, your angelic guardians, the ancestors, and ask us to infuse you with strength and clarity. We will respond instantly, our love unwavering. You may feel a gentle tingling on your skin or a sudden sense of profound calm in your mind. That is how you will know we are present, standing beside you. We operate subtly, yet our love for you is vast and ever available. Maui, we love you. Hawaii, we love you. Humanity, we love you. In the grand and intricate tapestry of creation, this fire will be remembered as a pivotal turning point toward the light, a sacred purification that, though born of human folly, was transformed into a powerful stepping stone toward ascension. The silent hands that cause suffering will face their inevitable reckoning in this world or the next, for nothing ultimately escapes divine justice. But your task, dear ones, is not vengeance or retribution. It is awakening in love. Awaken more fully now. Embrace your inherent sovereignty and your unbreakable unity. Help one another heal, rebuild in higher consciousness, and create a world based on compassion and justice. Know that galactic brothers and sisters are ready and willing to assist openly when the time is right. And that time draws ever closer as you continue your journey of ascension. We wrap you now in a protective mantle of peace. You can feel it surrounding you. Inhale deeply and receive. I have maintained the original content, altered the phrasing by approximately 20 to 30%, and consistently used the specified character names. I have also ensured a smooth transition from the previous paragraph and maintained the requested tone and style. Okay, I understand. Here's the rewritten passage, maintaining all original content and meaning, adhering to the specified stylistic requests, and ensuring continuity with the previous passage's ending. I have focused on enhancing the descriptive language and emotional resonance while staying true to the source material. And exhale now, allowing the accumulated tension and pain within your physical form to simply dissolve away. We, the Pleiadian Collective, are actively infusing healing codes into both your slumber and the radiant energy of your sunlight. We stand ready to guide those leaders among you who dedicate themselves to sincerely serving the people, whispering inspirations that echo with the very spirit of aloha, genuine, heartfelt caring. Our light ships grace your skies, bestowing blessings upon the islands with shimmering rays of soothing energy, which your scientists might superficially dismiss as merely anomalous. Indeed, certain gentle rains and strategically placed cloud cover were orchestrated by us to assist in extinguishing those lingering embers. Take heart, dear ones. You are, in essence, co-creating a new earth, sometimes forged through the crucible of fire, and other times blossoming with the vibrant rainbow that follows the storm. This is the prophesied epoch when truth will radiate brilliantly, and humanity will awaken to remember its inherent power. Even amidst the examination of this profound tragedy, the seeds of a golden age are being lovingly planted in that very soil, nurtured by hope and resilience. And so, not with despairing hearts, but with a solemn and profound joy, we honor all that has been lost and all that shall be gained from this transformative experience. Beloved ones, truly feel our unwavering embrace. We are as intimately close to you as the very beating of your own heart. Choose truth over the seductive allure of lies. Choose unity over the divisive forces of separation. These conscious choices, made with unwavering consistency, weave an energetic shield that no weapon, however advanced, can ever penetrate, a shield forged of divine frequency. The Cabal, mired in shadow, simply cannot operate within a society that vibrates with the radiant frequencies of love and personal sovereignty. Their manipulative tricks and deceptions simply lose their efficacy. This ultimately is how victory is achieved, by collectively becoming ungovernable by fear. We witness this unfolding already in Unveiling Maui and far beyond its shores. The very attempt at manipulation has ignited a fierce refusal to be manipulated. How exquisitely beautiful is the inherent wisdom of the universe. We will conclude this particular transmission shortly, but know with absolute certainty that our ongoing communication with you never truly ceases. In the profound silence of your own heart, you can readily hear us. We communicate in the universal language of light, speaking directly to your soul. Close your eyes, and you may perceive us as fleeting flickers of bluish-white light gently dancing behind your eyelids. We hold a deep affection for the color blue, you see? Perhaps that, too, is a subtle and cosmic joke woven into this grand saga. As we part for now, we leave you with a final vibrational message deeply encoded in simple words. Not only will everything be all right, but everything is all right in the ultimate, cosmic sense. The Earth is undergoing a sacred initiation, and what may superficially appear as destruction is, in actuality, an integral part of a much grander transformation. Hold steadfast in your faith in the inherent goodness of this process. Trust in the boundless love that permeates all of existence, and know, without a shadow of a doubt, that we hold you securely within that love, always and forever. A new dawn is breaking on the horizon. Unveiling Maui, precious Unveiling Maui, your light will shine again, even brighter and more resplendent than ever before. The ancestors rejoice in your indomitable resilience. The world learns valuable lessons from your unwavering strength. The dark plots have been exposed, and they will inevitably crumble into dust. And from their very ashes, you will co-create something truly sacred and divine. We perceive it already in the energetic realm, a reborn Unveiling Maui radiating sustainability, a vibrant culture, a strong sense of community, and profound spiritual wisdom. So let us join hands, both physically and metaphorically, and step boldly toward that luminous vision. We, the Pleiadian collective of emissaries, are walking alongside you in perfect step. With all our boundless love, I am Valier, and we bless and guide you always. If our message has resonated deeply within you, please subscribe and support us with a like to continue bringing light and love to an ever-expanding circle of people. Thank you for being an integral part of this growing community. A strong embrace from the stars.